Alright, we're back, but totally actually is Resident Evil. I went and checked. That came out first. Quite a while before, actually. It almost makes me wonder if the bad controls were on purpose. Because, like, that's what they say about Resident Evil, is that it was designed clunkily on purpose to make fighting monsters trickier and to make it more scary when they do show up. But I would not constitute reversing literally everything that I'm used to being a fair trade for making it scarier. Like, it's just unintuitive. It's not scary. Turn around. Gotcha. Boop. See, that's one of the reasons why Gage is one of my favorite Borderlands characters. It's because she goes boop when you get headshots. And I do that too. Sometimes. Yeah, speaking of which, I didn't actually mean for that to be a transition, but it might as well be. Nope, leave me alone. Nope, too close. Okay, we're good. Nope, back up a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna play Borderlands 1 last night, and then it's like, oh, I put it in, expecting the game to... And then I kill you already? Don't tell me you respawn. Because I was told the Xbox One is backwards compatible. Although I think I was actually told it's backwards compatible with some games, and apparently Borderlands 1 is not one of them. But I did end up looking up the character skills to figure out who I want to play as. And apparently I was totally wrong about, like, there only being like 4 perks per tree. It's still not as much as I'm used to. It's like half as much as I'm used to, but that's fine. It's, you know, first game. It doesn't have to be that amazing. And if my calculations are correct, you can get every skill in 2 full trees. So that's the same as what I'm used to. I'm going around corners again. Okay. No, alright. At least I don't have to worry about ammo. Yeah, I decided I was going to play as Lilith because I figured her crowd control abilities are probably what I need if I'm going to play by myself on, you know, a first playthrough. And once I get everything figured out, then I'll play as Brick. Because again, that's very up my alley. I feel like Roland is probably more exciting if you're playing... excuse me, if you're playing multiplayer because of his, like, ammo replenishing abilities. And his turret is kind of slow to recharge. And doesn't stay out too long, if I remember right. So it's just... He didn't excite me as I thought he might. I think I like Axton better in terms of available skills. You know, overall, everything they get, you know, the full package. Oh, wait, there are bats in the library, aren't there? Not at this moment. Well, then. I don't trust that. I don't trust the game to not spawn bats once I pick up the key. But there's nothing I can do about it. They're not here, so I can't kill them. Yeah, I definitely do want to play as Brick at some point because, again, he's very up my alley with the berserking. Where is he? Ugh, come on. And even more so, he's got an ability that's like a couple perks into his one tree that focuses on melee. That is allows him to dash when berserking, which sounds really cool. I like the ability to dash in first-person games. You know, dash as part of my attacks, not just like an evasive maneuver. Although I guess evasive is fine. But I figure it'd probably take me too long to get to that perk, and I would probably have more of an advantage just being Lilith. Oh. I guess it's saved that... Oh. Oh, wait. So the ladder didn't stay down. but the keys are still placed. So I do still only need the one key. How did I get the... Oh, it came down automatically when I put the key in, didn't it? Then why is it not here? This is almost more frustrating than if everything had just reset when I died. Because now it's less clear what I'm supposed to be doing. At least if everything reset, I would know what I'd be doing. And I'd have cleared a path for myself, working my way back up here. But now the ladder's not there. Why is it using a key on the ladder? Where's the next step? Where's the next step? How do I use this rake? Nope. Stop stick drifting. Oh, hello. Nope, nope. It's like you gotta shoot for their neck, not their actual head. Okay, so I remember one key was out in the yard. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I need to go get that key. Is this... Yeah, this is the correct side. Or, correct as in the side that should not have a plank yet. You know, left relative to facing out towards the garden. You shut up. You stop respawning. Maybe I should go out this way. You stop coming back. Cheater. Is that kid again? Can someone kill a drumming riff? Oh, this also goes on to the garden. That's good. The good garden. Good gravy. Great garden. Green great gravy. Grateful grab. Man, if there's a Banjo-Kazooie, there would be collectibles up here. There'd be like a Jinjo or something. That's fine. It's a different experience. It's fine that there's not collectibles everywhere. I do miss like picking up like coins and stuff. Just running around picking that up, but that's... Again, this isn't supposed to be that kind of game. There was no plank where there should be a plank. Which really stinks. And I don't know who to thank. Is there a key over here at least? Maybe I pick up the key and then the thing comes out. Okay, the key is over here. Which is weird. Like I can't jump with the key, but there's no way around. I can't put the key down. So I have to figure out what I'm doing with this thing. Yeah, I'm trying every button. Maybe if I hold the one trigger and then the other, I can throw it? No. I hope the game didn't bug. Like if my entire save is corrupt, I think I would just give up at that point. Just go play nuts and bolts. Oh, well, there we go. I fell. And yeah, the key I think disappeared because it's in a spot where you can't get it out. Sorry, choked on my spit while saying it. I'm gonna go check where the first key was. Maybe just draw distance. Just made me think the key's not there. Just had to make sure there's no respawning zombies up here. Oh, it is there. Draw distance. Okay, so things did reset. At least I know what I'm doing now. And the bats are still dead. The zombies I killed on the way up here should still be dead. There's that tuba in the background. Trying to be all scary. Because deep notes are scary. Whoa. Ah, tuba! Brass instruments scare me. I like how the palette they use for these bookshelves kind of looks like it's just black and white, like a black and white photo. It makes me think of like Bendy and the Ink Machine's art style. Which I don't know if there were any cartoons that actually look like that, where it's like not black and white, but like black and like tan, whatever you call that, the exact color, beige. I'm not good with color names. There's the plank. Okay, what is the way they expect me to go with that? Like this way? Through the, yeah, that's right. I remember now. Whoops. Where'd you go? See, I'm hitting him in the head. It's not coming off. I gotta aim for the neck. Or it's like I can't kill them from a distance. Even though I'm sure I have. Oh. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Oh, I thought that was his head falling off. Here's something over here. Okay, is this good? I think we're good. It's like you just cannot kill them from a good distance. They have to get close. Which is like, if I'm hitting them in the head at all, shouldn't they be dying? It's a freaking shotgun. I was gonna hop on the hedge. And then she comes around the corner anyway. Yeah, see him dropping frames. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. I haven't been saying much because I'm mostly just shooting zombies. Doing a thing I've already done before. Okay, I think the coast is clear. You ever think about that phrase? The coast is clear? This must come from, you know, nautical stuff. Ships. Talking about, you know, ships on the coast. It's clear of any ships in sight on the horizon. Man, that makes me want to play Assassin's Creed Rogue. I don't have that one. Still kind of bummed that Liberations wasn't that good. Cause it had cool ideas, it just did not have cool missions. It was kind of short. If I remember right, it really didn't even let you choose. You know, it didn't really let you utilize the costume mechanic as a means of approaching situations however you want. Because I think a lot of the time it just forced you into an outfit. There was like maybe 2 or 3 times in the whole game where it's like, okay, well you could do it like this by wearing this outfit, or you can do it like this by wearing that outfit. And there's the ladder. Why is he using a key on the ladder? Let's not fall in the grinder again. I'm gonna try to pay attention to where the door is too. Are there people back there now? There's the key. Oh, that's where the door opens up over there, right? I think. Yeah, it was over there. Oh, it's under the stairs. I'm gonna see if it'll let me go through the door from the lower portion of it instead of trying to platform my way over there, because I don't know if I've said this before about the general controls, but they're not great. I don't like Conker's acceleration and deceleration, and it's just jumping doesn't really feel good. And I think it's partially due to a lack of a drop shadow. Those are noises I did not want to hear when entering a library. Not exactly playing fair to respawn the zombies game. Okay, there's no way that this can be one way. Good. It's two way. Just make my way over to the key along these vibrating textures. That's the scariest thing in this whole game. Stop! You're breaking my immersion. It's so scary. My immersion is broken. Ah! Stop vibrating. Didn't I clear over here of zombies? And now there's a guy over there to the left.
Finally.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I forgot about those guys.
Don't I still have the gun?
Yeah.
Stick drift. Made it seem like Conker's idea was just to go back inside the house. Alright, you worms. Time to get your PhDs. No? Trying to see if I can get a headshot. No. Then why was Conker like, yeah. Oh, wait. I know. The idea was to go back inside the house. This better be a checkpoint. So there's no way I'm going to be able to make this on my first try.
Whoa.
See, I could have sworn before this thing controlled with like RC controls, where left and right are relative to what you're controlling, not where you're looking. But now it's relative to where you're looking. Whoa! Jump, Conker, jump! Ah! Okay, good. Door's open. And I want to believe that any place you can respawn to when you die, you also respawn when you game over.
Whoa.
Yep, it's rolling. I can't control speed. I just gotta left and right until I make it. See, I told you it wasn't gonna take one try. It was gonna be two. Exactly two. Alright, now where I'm going. What was the point of this whole sequence? Did I even pick up any money? I don't even know. I gotta go back down to the Reaper of the Bailey. And he'll give me money or something for dealing with the undead. Or not? Where is he? This way then? Well, there goes my barrel. I hope I didn't need that. Can I go this way? A wall! No! Ah! The scariest thing in the whole game! I very much hope I did not need that barrel. You know, it'd be really nice if I could pause and have the game tell me what I'm supposed to be doing next. You know, just a little blurb like, go talk to Death in the main overworld. Swim near the catfish, who should be mad at me for killing other catfish. Or getting them killed, I guess. Okay, good, there's the barrel. So I guess I do need it. But for what? Can I go up the waterfall? It's working. It's working. Maybe this grate? Nope. But I kept my barrel, so that's great. Ah, come on. I literally just... Wee, water slide. Except it's a natural stream and not man-made. It's like I'm in river country. Yeah. Was that what that was called? The closed water park that Disney had? I mean, obviously it was open when they had it and they closed it. I would say it's a shame, but for one thing, how often am I visiting Disney? And two, how often am I visiting a water park? Also, I can't imagine people who go to Disney, you know, have a water park in mind. So, you know, maybe they probably have their reasons for keeping it closed. Then what the heck is the point of the barrel? Fine, I'm just gonna go this way. What the? Okay. I don't know what this is letting out.
No, you want some great stuff.
But I got some green stuff.
Yeah. Cash. Right.
Oh, it's the gargoyle. Why is this open now? What did I do to open that? Am I supposed to be going this way? Hello, Reaper. Can I keep giving this guy alcohol? No. Am I able to go higher up here? It's like it's not like I gained any new mobility actions. Which I think honestly is really my complaint with the lack of a sense of direction in this game. You know, the game not guiding you where you're supposed to go. It's because it's like, I don't want to say it's not fun to walk around, because it makes it sound like walking around is a pain. Oh, there we go. But it's not as fun to run around as like any other game.
That's right. It's war once again. Your country needs you now, boys. We are fighting an enemy like we have never encountered before. They are evil beyond reproach. Where they have come from, I do not know. We need to send them back to wherever it was they came from.
Maybe we'll find
We
Cotton
need
Eye
you,
Joe along the way.
soldier. Yes, you. Sign up at your nearest signing up station. There should be one near you. And remember, soldier, your country will be indebted to you.
Wasn't there a Steven and Friends episode where Steven said something about like he couldn't remember what you call the place where you sign up for military service? I think it was like code names, and one of the words was compound. And he was insisting that compound is the place you go to sign up to join the military. Something like that. But thankfully, now I know exactly how much game is left. Well, I guess I can't say exactly, but I know how many segments of game are left. There's this, and then there's the finale. So that's cool. So good he can fly his plane with his eyes closed. Is that a thing that has ever actually happened? A submarine coming out of the water and firing guns? I didn't know submarines had, guns that... Like, I know they have missiles, but that's like, torpedoes. Do they even have, like, guns that shoot things that are not in water?
Dang, boy. He sure is lucky bastards to survive that atrocious atrocity. Come over here now, sonny. 1,800. That's better. Form a nice line. Oh, there's only one of you. Right, sonny. We have a problem. 0830 boat must arrive at said destination. There. At 0825. Wait. Oh. 08. Oh, shit. Tell you what. That shit. You sonny look like a resourceful kind of guy. I don't care much for the A-tire, but let's see if you can redeem yourself. Here's the mission. You may accept it as you wish. 1. Clear the way. We have got to get our men out of here pronto. We just got a war to fight. 2. Clear the way. Oh. That shit. What are you waiting for, sonny?
The
Get
cutscene
that
to end,
dang
obviously.
thing out of there. Right. See you in the boat. I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been... Oh, that shit.
He really doesn't know what he's been told. Wow. So when does that ever happen? Seems like... Oh, I can push it. Where? Why? How? What am I doing? I can run along this wall. Ah, mines! So just stand on this while I look around to see what there is. Yeah, I can go along that side, and I can, don't know what's going on over there. The crane picking up boxes and putting them down. Exact same spots. Yeah, I'm gonna take my chances with going over here. Cool that they have sentient ammo crates. Good for resupplying. Saves you on stuff you have to haul around, because then you can just... They could just walk along. Yeah. Okay. Nothing over here. Maybe we gotta get up on this. Yep. Stick drifting. Stick! Stick! It's fine, there's chocolate. Maybe the game just threw me off the crane? Yeah, the game just threw me off. Ow! Throw me off the crane. I guess just like that military guy, I don't know what I've been told either. So I gotta go to a place and something kept saying screw it, so I don't know what our plan still is. Gotta go someplace at 8:25. Well, I see there's an eel down there. Can I swim with the eels? Well, apparently yes. But I guess I'm not supposed to like it because of the music and all scary. Get that chocolate. And there's this. Is that where I came from? Down there, through that door. Here's the bathroom. Open up, I gotta go. Oh, it's a bomb.
You've got a problem.
Hi there, little fella. Are you the janitor? I don't suppose you have any, like toilet paper?
Better get some more toilet paper.
Mr. Janitor, and could we please have this conversation somewhere else? I think I'm starting to gag.
Oh, yeah, I got a bit of a problem. And,
Yeah, I told you that already.
like, oh, yeah, well, I'll come out now. I seem to have this thing attached to my back. I can't see what it is.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. Come on, let's go.
I'm a little tired. Could you give me a hand? Just get around back there and, give me a hand.
Oh, well, okay.
Where are we going?
I'll get it here.
Oh, great, he's a smart, follower AI. Ow! As the baby Tyrannosaurus. Hello? Second guy? Restart?
Oh, another one. Hi.
What do you mean? I don't suppose...
Yeah, I know. Toilet paper. Come on, out.
I'll get it here.
What are you doing? Come on. It's not that hard of... There's not even anything blocking me from you. Like, I could understand if I went around a corner too sharply, or if I jumped over something. I'm literally, like, 5 feet away. Good one, Conker. And he's just like, oh, I don't know where you went. I'm gonna wait here. Or am I supposed to be pushing him? I'm supposed to be pushing him, okay.
Oh.
Okay. This is better than the baby Tyrannosaurus. Because I'm directly pushing it, I'm directly controlling... Never mind. I guess not anymore. And that's what this is. Okay, that's probably too far. I thought it was gonna stop at the end of the path. Perfect. Yeah, as I was saying, I got direct control over him starting and stopping, so making it past these obstacles here shouldn't be too much of a pain. I assume this is where I gotta take him.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Let's see, watch this. Stop. Okay, well, he doesn't stop directly where I tell him to,
I'll
but
get it here.
shut up. Maybe if I ease off the gas, so to speak. No, not really. Oh no, smaller crates!
I'll get it here.
Go.
Oh.
I assume he's supposed to blow up the plane.
I'll
I better not have to go to the other side. What are you looking at me for, Conker? It's not like I, well, know what to do. No, high jump. It's hiding. There. Do I have to get a second one on the other side before I can get him to blow up? I want to see if maybe the answer is to hit him with my frying pan. But I'm also worried that if I blow him up, and it's like I had to get a second one on the other side first, that I'll have to push him back over there. So I guess instead of doing what I came all the way over here to do, I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna see if I can get a second guy. And if I can, then I have no choice but to assume that I need one on both sides. Okay, so I need to go blow him up. So maybe a spot I can stand to shoot him instead. No. Alright, I think the chocolate's respawning, so it's fine. There's plenty of chocolate, actually. Where was all this chocolate when I was playing Resident Evil? Ow. I'm looking it up. This sounds awful. So first thing, I gotta get the power back on by having the eel follow me through these pylons. Close enough. That wasn't even one of them. That's a tire, I think. Eel! 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 Where the heck did it go? Yeah, come on, I need you, you jerk. Okay, so I guess I have to swim through it, but he doesn't need to. Get more chocolate. Some toilet paper. Nope, I need his face to go through the hole. Oh, just get through the pylon! Good. Die. Screw you. What sense does that make? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Makes 0 sense for platform to raise out of the dirt just because the lights came on. Why did it go under the dirt when the lights went off? That's what I want to know. I'm just completely lit up on chocolate here. Okay, so this is like... Let me see, it said... There's 2 when you start off. Hug the wall. Are you homing? No, you're just scary looking to be scary. Where's the second one? Then you go to the outside. I think there's the next 2! Are those blast marks gonna stay? It'd be really cool if those, so I'm gonna go here. Then you zigzag, I think it said. And for this to take a billion tries. This is something I remember Tim having, pretty sure he had trouble with, so I won't feel too bad about having trouble with it myself. As I'm bound to. I'm not gonna bother pushing the guy back over to the other side. Because let's do the harder one first. In case I die. And then that's less I have to redo in the event of me dying. You know, in the event of my death, like it's written on my will. Okay, so it said hug the wall. And then outside. Yep. That's fine. There's chocolate right here. Okay, I can make a mental map of this. If I think like, okay, so these two mines start where this dirt, where this little island down there ends. Then those ones are pretty much past the first light. Okay. Man, what's the door swing outward? That's bad game design because it shoves the fire around. Well, that was something I read about when looking into making custom areas in Skyrim. It's like, oh, you want to have the doors swing outward, as not only does it act as like kind of breadcrumbs for the player, you know. It's like, oh, if the door goes inwards, then it's like, oh, I've already been here. But it also, you know, like I just said, it prevents you from being shoved by the door. Okay, now it's zigzag. Then wait, no, not into the. Where's the explosion? At least give me an explosion. Stop juggling, Conker. This reminds me of the juggler class in Slice and Dice. That's just a really fun class because like almost all of their actions are cantrip, which means they activate when you roll them. In addition to, you know, actually taking your turn, which is just really fun. But also kind of gets in the way a little bit when there's enemies that have spike on them, which means when you melee them, you get hurt. You take, I think it's always 1 damage. So sometimes if you have that kind of cantrip on your attacks, then you just take basically unavoidable spike damage. But it's still really fun. Especially when I had the juggler, and then I forget what they were called, but it was, I think it was the jester actually. Because I remember thinking like, oh look, it's 2 clowns. It'd be cool if I could get, you know, basically a clown in every class. That'd be fun. But I had the one character who could have. No, I'm doing the same mistake again. No. Yeah, okay, that's fine. There's a ladder over there as long as he doesn't blow up. They had a free re-roll basically, so sometimes I could, you know, I'd be re-rolling for my juggler, and then I would re-roll, or end up rolling a free re-roll. So it's like, ooh, more attacks for my juggler, more cantrips with my juggler. Stop. There. Good. Now, since I already checked to see if I can get a second one, and the answer was no, I'm going to assume that I have to blow them up. I have to do it with the projectile. Why did that curve? Why are they curving? There. Cutscene means I did it right. Yeah, now we can get in the plane and check for survivors! No, of course. Conker doesn't care about survivors. You know the sad part? I know there's gonna be another bomb pushing part. But what I don't remember is whether or not there's another minefield. I want to say there is. Maybe that was the one that Tim really struggled on. Or maybe there was a second one and he had to breeze with it. So even though I know a second one's coming, I don't know what to expect. Alright. Get your engine revving, man. I'm glad I can touch these obstacles without automatically blowing up. Excuse me. Keep going. Keep going. Just floor it. Floor it. I'm gonna wait for the next one. I may have just got him stuck in the corner.
I'll get it here.
Nope, okay. Now go. And there we go. Second bomb in place. You know, he really doesn't have to stay there while we exploded. We got the bomb in place. There's no reason for him to stay with the bomb. He can unstrap himself from the bomb. High jump Conker. High jump Conker! If I ever play this game again, I definitely need to get a better controller. Because like I keep saying, I'm not entirely gonna blame the game for jumps not working right. It's gotta be my controller. Because it's got stick drift, so it's probably got a sticky A button too. Why are you still in slingshot? Stop that.
Okay, I've done what you asked.
Well done, soldier. What the hell's that?
Ow. Somebody hit me on the head. Huh. Where am I? What's this doing on my head? Oh, hi guys. Would somebody mind telling me what's going on here? No, please help. Okay, 30 seconds. Nice knowing you guys.
How come I don't have a gun? I still have that shotgun I got in the last mission. No one took it from me. It's not like Grab of the Ghoulies where every other room they're like, here's a gun. Oh wait, never mind, I'm taking it back. Don't just stand there, you're gonna get shot. This cutscene really doesn't work because Conker has been shown to be sadistic before this point, actively enjoying killing people, so I don't buy that he's being traumatized by seeing all these people die, because he was laughing at death like just a few segments ago. But actually, I now realize we're past the point in the game where everything is just parody. So from here on, all the segments are just going to be parodies of movies and stuff. I think you could even say it started back at like the cave section, because there was that Godfather parody. I assume that's what that's supposed to be, something like that. What are these teddy bears doing? I thought we were fighting a war against the Panthers. And the last section was, okay, Resident Evil, so not entirely games or movies. And then this is basically just Saving Private Ryan. That's probably what they were going for. And then even the finale is just like, it's like 2 or 3 parodies in a row. Okay, I see a bunker. Come on. Here's chocolate. Get to the chocolate.
Hey! Where's the rest of them? This is it. I think, yeah, I'm the only one. It's not enough. It's not enough. What's going on here? Teddies everywhere. This is the last assault. It's not looking good. Teddies. I hate these guys. Get your head down. This is crazy. Yeah, we've been locked down here for the last 10 hours. Murder holes up there. Seeker nests, gotta clear them out, boy. What was that you say? Yeah, I gotta do it. But I'm not equipped properly.
You had a shotgun!
Yep. I think you should press B now. Okay, soldier. Move it out.
Okay, good enough for me. Let me get chocolate. So where am I going? I gotta shoot something. It's like that meme. I don't know who I am or where I am. All I know is that I must kill. So I'll look for it. Yeah, this reminds me that they had a version of Conker on the Xbox, like the original Xbox, like called Conker Live and Reloaded, which I think that's the version I was thinking of when I started. It was like, oh, I'm playing on the Xbox version, so some stuff is censored, I think. That's what it was. Hello? Who am I shooting? And I now realize I don't think that version is on Rare Replay. Which is interesting because Rare Replay is literally just, hey, look at all these games that Microsoft now owns. That are all by Rare because they own Rare. Okay, I still got the guide open. I might as well look at what the heck I'm doing now. Oh, I just had to go through the door? Is that what? Hang on, I'm not sure I got the right. Is every jack is die for this. Shoot the lock off the door. Oh, yeah, I just had to go through the door. Well, at least if I die, I get to see where the checkpoint is. Oh, just right here. Of course. The obvious door that looks like you can go through it. But again, that makes me question, like, could I reasonably be mad at the game for, you know, not directly saying, like, oh, shoot the lock off the door? How was I supposed to think to shoot the lock off the door? Because I'm supposed to assume when I see a lock, I think key. Not gun, key. Because how often do games let you shoot locks off of doors? come on. I've played Twilight Princess. I've gotten in shootouts with guys popping up out of things before. Like the Bokoblin, or the Bulblin Fortress. I didn't like that one part outside Harrow Castle. And Link's crossbow training. Man, it's been a while since I played Link's crossbow training. I think this was something Tim got mad at. Like, something he got stuck on and had to look up. And he was mad that it's like something that the game doesn't tell you. It's like, how was I supposed to know that? You put your guns away and you crawl. But yeah, I really do wonder what kind of experience Conker Live and Reloaded is like. It's like a censored version, as I've just said, but you know, what are the trade-offs? Are there graphical enhancements, or is it literally just an Xbox version of Conker? Maybe that's why that's not on here. It's because it's just the same thing but censored. So why would you have that and the original? Whoa. I'd be pretty happy if we can get through this section. Before... Well, okay, maybe not before my first break. But if we can get through this tonight at all, that'd be cool. Ow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are instant death. I would like to be able to get through this part tonight and maybe make a push to finish it tonight. Because I know that this section after this isn't very long. Well, maybe I can't say I know, but you know, fairly confident because I remember what that section was like, and it's like, come on, a gameplay segment like that, there's no way it's more than like 5 minutes. I could end up getting stuck on the final boss. That's a possibility I believe in. Nova box, there we go. In come more teddies with a Z. Why can't I move that way? Okay, fine, I'll move this way. Oh, right, there's no more. It's the lasers. Lasers. Then there are more behind this corner. Oops. I was trying to reload. Oh, it's A reload. Again, another one of those things where it's like, well, muscle memory says it's this button. But since this is not primarily a shooter, I can accept that reload is not on X, like every other shooter. But I still cannot believe these reversed controls. Like, what? Like, they're only backwards because shoot was put on Z for no reason. Because, you know, the hold this button to aim better is on the other trigger. Because that's just how they designed it. Because it's following the rest of the game's design. Is there more chocolate around here? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, because it's the bomb that's gonna kill me, I bet. I was ready for you. Speaking again, ready, I will reload. There. Uh-oh. Okay, not ready for that. What if I get up on this box? Haha! It's over, I have the high ground. There's no way you could possibly win. Especially because this is not a case of sword versus sword, but sword versus gun! It's a good thing this isn't Ruby, because otherwise their swords would be able to turn into guns, and then I'd be screwed. Okay, yep. More guys. Oh, that guy has a gun. Okay. High ground won't help here. Man, I can't even walk and reload. That's something that kind of amazed me about Borderlands, is the ability to reload while running. because I was so used to not being able to reload while running in most shooters, like the other ones I played before Borderlands. Nope, there's my death. At least I know where to expect guys popping out of nowhere, though. You know. Too bad it's not like that part in Phazon Mines and Metroid Prime, where there's the two space pirates hiding in the vents, but they're near explosive barrels, and if you explode the explosive barrels, they die in the vents. They don't get to surprise you. You know, their attempt to ambush you ends up having them ambushed. And that guy's in a box. Cool. Why can't I strafe that way? Like, I can walk there normally. Alright. Reload. Crawl under the laser. Get my guns back out. Just like that Friday Night Funkin' song. Stress. I do find it pretty funny that Stress is the one where Pico shows up. But it's not called Guns, it's called Stress. Like, it's the one where guns start to be involved. It's called Stress. The one before it is Guns. It's like, why is that the case? Come on. I think there were, like, a couple of songs in the game that did have their names accidentally swapped, and then they kept it that way. So I don't know if Stress and Guns are like that as well. Oh, I was just about to reload. Oh, good thing I didn't need to. And I got scratched my face. It's reloading in real life. That reminds me of a... I don't remember if it was a full episode, but it reminds me of something Rick and Morty did, where Morty wanted the ability to save and reload in real life. Like, that is actually a really cool concept to see them play with. And I think they played with it effectively. It's like one of the... I don't know if I can say one of the rare instances in later seasons of Rick and Morty of a good episode, but I'm inclined to believe that because I've definitely not been satisfied with later seasons. I haven't even watched this most recent one. Or two, I forget which season was the last one I watched. Right, aim at the turn and shoot the guy who's in front of you. This is just, this is worse than, I can't, I'm not good at that bit. I can't do anything. This is worse than something that's really bad, and then you add more bad to it, and it becomes even more bad. It becomes bad plus. Oh, come on. Haven't you heard of invincibility frames, Conker? Get some. No, reload first, and then move on. I forget if I said this while playing this, but I realized that yeah, I'm probably just not gonna watch the rest of any further seasons of Rick and Morty past what I've already watched, because I realized there's not a single character I actually really like. They've all kind of just become pretty unlikable, and I feel like that's what the show has started to just become. It's just, hey, look at these characters, aren't they terrible? They do terrible things, which I guess is fine, because, you know, that's basically just It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so there's an audience for it. It's just not me. I am not in that audience of people who watch shows like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'll stick to my forward sitcoms, thank you. I don't need inverted sitcoms. Yep, instant death. But it is really funny to see how useless that 10-up I found was. Because gaming over doesn't really do anything. It just boots you back to the save select. But selecting your save just puts you back to where you were anyway. So it's like, why does this 10-up even exist? Why is and it's like the only, I don't know if I could say the only 10-up hidden in the entire game, but it was like the only one I found. So if there are other 10-ups, they're so well hidden that they're pointless. Because even if you did find them, they don't mean anything. Come on, come out from your boxes. Although, you know, now that I think about it, you know, thinking about the term inverted sitcom, I think Seinfeld's supposed to be an inverted sitcom, and I like that. That was pretty okay. Come on, I know you're here. Oh, come on, I was already shooting when he was coming at me. Stupid teddy bears. Bears with a Z. Like James with a Z. Which I thought was his name. No, I'm just emphasizing that his name is James, but it's spelled with a Z instead of an S. I thought his last name was with a Z. Oh, right, that guy. Around the corner and pull out the guns. Okay. Stop getting in free stabs just because of awkwardness. It's not fair. They're gonna pop out of the top just like those space pirates, except I don't have crates to shoot them with. Barrels. Explosive things to shoot. To get them before they get me. I see another vent. They're gonna pop out of there. Totally gonna do it. Oh, he came up on the box! Okay. But now for real, right? Yeah. No, I was just about to manually reload, and then Conker did it automatically, so, great minds think alike or something. I see a light, but I'm not gonna rush towards it, because I know they're gonna totally throw, like, 8 guys at me right now. There's gonna be a guy on top of the box, and the guys from the vents. It's like Toy Chica coming out of the vents. Yep, figures, yep. Okay. There's no more vents. There's someone running along the wall. No, wait, the ceiling. No, wait, the other wall. No, wait, the floor. Oh no, it's a rogue bomb shoe! Ah! Oh wow, it really is bomb shoes. I forgot. If this game were released 10 years later, there totally would have been a prompt there. Just be like, press A to hit the up button!
Surely it can't
You know,
get any worse
QTE.
than that.
And then if you fail, you just blow up and die. Speaking of blowing up and dying. No, you don't. Man, I could be playing Borderlands right now. So again, I just can't help but think that. It's like, yep, they're giving me guns and making me shoot things, and it's like I could just be playing Borderlands right now. Hello? Are you on my side? No. You're an obstacle. A very unintelligent obstacle. No, reload. Ow. Whoop. Okay. Can I frying pan? No. Because guns. Frying pan became guns. Again, it's unfair that they get to melee and I don't get to melee. I lost my melee. The disc wasn't in the case. I can't find my melee. I'm so sad that I can't find an old video game that I have. I'll pick the guns out. Stop holding your stomach in pain. Stop being human. You're a squirrel. Okay. There's chocolate. 2 chocolate. Thank you. I'm just gonna have to take one good leap. Flamethrower stops. It's fine, I can take the fire. I can go through the fire and the flames. And my stick can drift and make me look like a weenie. Running around. Weirdly. And there's my alarm telling me it's time to take a break. But I'm gonna see if I can make it to the end of this. And if I die, then it's break time. I know you're up there. I know you're up there. See, what I should do is I should take his dead body and rip his limbs off one by one and throw them at the mines to trip the lasers and explode them. And use these pieces to blow up each laser that doesn't also go off from the other lasers being triggered and exploding. Now, I think that no. Okay, I was gonna say maybe the chocolate is a red herring. You're actually supposed to high jump over this. Dang it! Okay, well, fine. It's break time. Ugh. I hate instant death. Oh no, I'm out of lives. What am I gonna do? Alright, let's try this again. Guns away. Jump. Jump into the box. Guns out. Sun's out, guns out. Except there is no sun, I can't tell. No windows, can't tell if the sun's out. But the gun's out anyway. Nope, I was just about to check to make sure the guy's in back of that. Oh yeah, sure, just take turns stabbing me, yes. Perfect. I love it. Man, I totally cleared that. I don't care what you said. Don't forget to reload. Man, I'm glad to hear that elevator ding. Oh, it's not insta-death. It's only 2 chocolate. Unless the explosions from other mines nearby, you know, add up extra damage. And maybe they do actually, you know, you trigger one and then the explosion just triggers the others. I could believe that happens. Wait, don't forget to reload. Thought I heard a guy to my right. Come on, trigger the bomb! Probably sneak between these two. Make sure I'm reloaded. Ow! Make sure I'm reloaded. Like Conker Live and Reloaded. Except it wasn't live and I don't know what they reloaded. There.
What? Oh, this is a bit different. What are those guys? Ugh, more teddies. Really? That's incredible.
I mean, what if you were to give this game to, say, 20 intelligent people? I mean, what would that do? Let's face it, what would it do?
Really? That's interesting.
What the It's that bloody squirrel. Quick, into character!
Hit the cinema system.
Oh, he's over here. Oh, I see you with the syringe. Who do you think you are, Beatrix Ukavi? No one's gonna get that reference. No one can get that reference because that game's dead. You literally can't play it. Even if you bought it, you can't play it. Joke's on you, I got a corner to stand in. Now you can't surprise me. My back's to the wall, stacking them on the mods. Toilet's clogged! 2 for 1. Just died at the exact same time. It's like they were dominoed! I really want to play more Dishonored. Ow! I'm gonna do a Let's Play of that, but I can't record that yet. Gotta finish what I've been recording. I was actually recording LEGO Star Wars 2, and then my save corrupted. It's like, yeah, I've already gotten ready to record, and I don't want to go through the process of trying to save it. I didn't really want to keep doing more of that anyway. It's like, I was going for 100%, and I'm like, not really feeling it anymore. And I had also said, like, oh man, I'm gonna try to get all the golden bricks. I don't think I've ever gotten all the gold bricks before. I think I did it one of them. I don't know if that was LEGO Star Wars 2 or the complete saga.
Am I glad to see you? Could you get me out of here? I think it's that switch over there. But be careful. I think the other one is, frying tonight.
Yeah, just stay there. The cavalry
Excuse
has
me.
arrived. Huh. Sorry, you can move. Let's see now.
Do you know which switch it is?
Yeah, it's written on it. Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay.
Get out of the way, boxes. I'm trying to look at the switches. I'm trying to save a man's life here. I want to say this one because it's closest to the chair, but I feel like they would have thought of that psychology and tried to fake you out. I go for this one.
Oh, hang on a second. I think it's this one, actually. Okay.
That's okay. That guy will disappear and then...
I'm not quite bad. Thanks for that. Feel a bit strange, though. How do I look?
You look great.
I gotta go. See ya.
No, pull the other lever. Let him free. Okay, well. Oh well. I pulled all the levers I can pull.
Cindy, lock and load.
And then... There's a part like this in Borderlands 3. Ow! Okay, wait. Before I barge ahead, what do I do once I'm past this barrier? I'm just trying to jump over it. Punch him. Okay, wait. Put the guns away so you can jump again. Alright, fine. I'll try the rope. Ow. No, it's okay. It's just a little off the top. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Hey, how about I just jump over this box instead? Is this door open? No. Through the window! That's not fair. Ow. Too bad it's not like Grand Theft Auto where you got a button where you can, you know, you stay in cover and fire your gun from cover. You just don't get to aim well. Oh, look at that guy!
Cindy, lock and load.
Hang on, since I got the guide open anyway, I want to see if there really was any point to sit. Any if one switch actually was to free the guy without hurting him. Oh yeah, just it says either one. Yeah, regardless of which lever you pull, the poor soul is gonna get cooked. Figures. Wait for the gunner to have to reload. Let him start firing again, and then take off around the side of him and leap onto the rope directly behind him. So, I'm supposed to try to climb it while he's shooting at me? Okay, wait for him to reload. Ow. Ow! Oh wait, it was me! It's okay, it was only 3/4 of my head, that's fine. Don't eat it. I don't care what Happy Wheel says, you don't need a head to win. Actually, I think it's possible if the heart of a character lands on a win space, you win. But I was also fairly certain that it's set up where if your head comes off at all, that you can't win. See, I'm waiting for the reload sound. This part is so stupid because I'm clearly waiting for him to reload, and he's reloading, and it doesn't give me enough of a window of opportunity. Unless there specifically is a point where the belts are empty, and I can see that the belt has run out, and he has a longer reload period. But that's not happening. That's okay, it's my whole head, it's fine. I don't need it. Not even using it anyway. Man, what's my helmet good for? I keep losing my head. Just my entire head just blown off. It's like, what's the point in helmet? No! Why is this inverted? I would say I literally had just fired. This part is so rough. I'm not gonna call it bad. I'm trying to resist the urge to call it bad just because I'm mad at it. But it's so rough. It is. The window of opportunity is not clear. It's not clear that you gotta go up the rope because the window of opportunity is not clear. Or they don't even give you a fair opportunity to fire your freaking rocket at the guy. And the freaking look controls are inverted, which is smelly. It just stinks. Oh, you can hide behind the pipe. See, the guy didn't say that. The guy didn't say you can hide behind the pipe. It just said, wait for him to reload, and then wait for him to start shooting again, and then go climb the rope. And then he could just combo you to death. And take off whatever fraction of your head he feels like taking off at that moment. But if anything, playing through this game myself, once I'm finished, I can go rewatch Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of this game. And have further appreciation for his playthrough, because any part he gets through, you know, easily, I could be like, oh wow, he didn't struggle on that part at all. That's pretty cool. He's pretty good at this game. And any part he struggles on, I could just be like, oh yeah, you know, I struggled on that part too. That's pretty rough. I don't know what my reaction would be if he struggles on something that I found easy. I don't know. Did I find any part of this game easy that he didn't find easy? Probably not. Probably no segments. There, take that. Frickin' Ruckspin wanna be stupid idiot with the dumb face. Oh great, now it's my turn to be the turret. And I gotta with inverted controls. Like, did they make any part of this game's control scheme make sense? I don't think they did. I just thought they should have everything backwards. Cause you know, what is fun anyway? What is the concept of fun? I don't understand it. I don't think whoever made this did either. I think it was Rare's B team. I'm sorry, that's really mean to say. But it's probably true. This is not the same people who made Banjo-Kazooie. This is different people. Different design philosophies, and different understanding of what makes things fun. I could be playing Borderlands right now. Ow. You know what'd be cool right now? A radar. Remember when we did the turret in the beehive? And I had a radar? I could be playing Skylanders right now. That had turret segments. I'd rather be playing Skylanders right now. Because, you know, for as basic as Spyro's Adventure was, as the first game in the series, it's still fun. Because the Skylanders themselves are fun to utilize. And it's the same, basically the same formula I recognize of running through levels and beating up enemies on occasion, and sometimes pushing blocks to be able to reach things, or solve puzzles. I guess these are the legs to the mines. Wait. Let me get a full look at that. Oh my god! They're gonna put the Pixar lamp inside one of the mines! We're gonna be doomed if that's the case. Have you ever seen that Pixar lamp not squish the eye? I don't think so. That thing's unstoppable.
Can you untie me? Just let me go, please. Nah.
I mean, choose a target. There's only one target, you idiot. Man, this is just like Assassin's Creed 3, where there's execution setup, and you can kill the guys who are gonna execute the guy and save him because he's a guy who's on your side. I am one with the doorway now. Why is the camera over there? Why is the bathroom door so loud? I shouldn't make jokes about that because I don't even know if it... I'm pretty sure that gets picked up by my mic whenever someone closes the bathroom door. Man, I can't even strafe fast enough to get out of the range of the mines or grenades. I'm surprised I even have any lives left. What are these controls even doing? I'm trying to strafe to the left while shooting. And it's like, why is it curving? Why is it? It's like, okay, so you know how when you strafe, your legs move, but your aim doesn't? That's not doing here. It's not doing that here. My look is drifting to the left as I walk to the left, and that's not how strafing works. That's exactly what strafing was invented to prevent.
You killed them. Oh, that's great. Thanks for that. Conker? What? Oh. Hey, it's Roden, isn't it? How you doing? Oh, not too good at the moment. They wanted to kill me. Oh, well, they're dead now. Say, I noticed that your outfit is a little bit different to the usual.
Isn't that just the motto of this game? Just, well, they're dead now.
Oh, yeah. It's experiment number G7224. I'm the first to be fitted with this. It's an indestructible, titanium laminate. Right. So what does that mean? Oh, it means if somebody shoots me, I don't die. Really? That's a pretty good idea. I'll get me some of them.
Yeah, I know. Being immune to bullets, that's a pretty good idea when people are using bullets against you.
I can be Operation Squirrel Shield. What do you say? Sounds good to me. Right. Which way? Eeny, meeny, miny.
Chair, stop squeaking. It's a cutscene.
Right. Let's go.
Make sure I'm reloaded.
That up there. It's like bombing.
They're bringing out the heavy stuff.
You go first. Oh, okay. I'll go first.
Go on then.
Yeah, so much for him going first. Ouch. Am I gonna push him? No. Okay, I'll just have to not explode. See, this was where I would really like to have, like, a long jump or something, you know, so when a bomb's coming, I turn around and long jump the other way. You know, basically reverse my trajectory very quickly. That's gotta be my biggest complaint with this game, is that you don't get new moves, so it doesn't really justify being a platformer. I mean, okay, it's fine to have a platformer in which you don't get new moves. Oh good, I don't have to kill the guys again. Like the original Super Mario Bros. Or, you know, basically any game titled Super Mario Bros. You know, any iteration of that. You know, Super Mario Bros. 2, or 3, or Super Mario World. You know, they're all, you know, you jump, and you run, and that's it. Or like Sonic, you know? You know, any Sonic game that's not Sonic Adventure. Pretty much. Ow! But, you know, I feel like 3D games kind of have to... Ow. Do more than just let you run and jump. Because, like, that was what Super Mario 64 spent a lot of time on. You know, or the developers spent a lot of time on just making sure that everything felt good. That all your movement options felt good. And Conker doesn't have any movement options. He has jump and high jump, and that's it. And it's like, I know I've complained before about, like, Banjo-Kazooie not having a long jump, or Donkey Kong 64's long jump not really being good. But this game doesn't have a long jump at all, and it doesn't have anything to counterbalance that, because, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, you get the you get the double jump, you get to attack while in the air, and you get all kinds of other moves as you progress through the game that make your moveset more than just moving around and jumping. And it's disappointing to see Conker not continue that with its own like you get the confidence pills. It's like, oh man, there's gonna be upgrades? No, apparently not. That was like the last time we ever stepped on a B pad and it was like, oh, here's a thing that you get to keep forever. Okay, I don't know what those are. I don't know what they're doing. I can't aim any higher anyway. Where are those bullets coming from? What am I even doing? What is this section? Where's Rodent? And yeah, that's why these later parts just feel so unfun. It's just you're still stuck with your very basic moveset to take these challenges on with. And even these sections where you get the gun take away parts of your moveset because I can't use the frying pan now. So if someone comes in melee range, I have no option. Okay, good. I need it loaded. I can't reach.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's making bullet holes. I probably gotta find a B pad that lets me shoot rockets. Maybe it's over here. Knock knock, it's Conker. Don't tell me I gotta make things light up by making... Oh, here we go. Yeah, don't make me swim through rings with an eel again. I like how he's like, shoot off the locks! Doesn't even know I have a rocket launcher. He had no way of knowing I had the means to do this. Oh wow, an actual generous checkpoint. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I'm going to be replaying this game. Once was enough. Like I was saying before, like, oh, this is, you know, these hard parts should be less hard the next time I play because I know the trick to doing them. No, I'm just not having enough fun to be like, yeah, that would be fun to go through it again. You know, try to tough through the hard parts. Stop! No, come on! Freaking comboing me with your bullets. And I gotta open the door again. Okay, fine. I'll shoot the guys after they land. Which is what I'm sure I'm supposed to be doing. Wait, no I don't. The door's open. Don't lie to me, game. Yeah, I know you're there. I don't care. Go soak your underwear or something. I don't know. More rhymes.
At least there's no teddies in here. Oh, a tank. Now that may come in handy. Ah, tank.
Yeah, he just said that.
It's a class 22 as well. I haven't got one of them yet. But he got one. Hey, where you going? Oh, class 22. Sweet, 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 sweet. I'm gonna look inside. Okay. What do you like? Oh, look at those. Hey, I've always wanted to be in a class 22. And here I am.
Okay, so now I get to drive, right? Yeah, good. I blow up the door. I seriously cannot fathom why it's reversed like that. Why is right trigger always to look? I cannot possibly fathom why they thought that's like, I can understand the thumbstick. I cannot, like, because that's refined movement. Because again, you know, Nintendo 64 game, that was your only stick, so you know, I could see that being your stick for movement. Can I get out? Can I get out? It being the stick you use for movement. Why is... Yeah, there we go. You want your aiming to be more precise, so you want the more precise part of the controller. I confused myself because the barrel is... Oh wait, no, it actually is... Okay. Never mind. But I cannot possibly... I just can't understand. Like, why did they make look on the right button if they were gonna have shooter segments, and if they were gonna have those shooter segments also have the same button to look? Because I'm sure it's the same button to look, because it's just like, oh, well, you're used to holding down that button to look around. Then why not just put look around on left? It's L. It's L. L. Oh, okay. On the oh, there we go. On the Nintendo 64, that would have been Z. But R doesn't make any more sense. And on the Xbox, it would have been L to look. You know, L for look. I just cannot fathom how did they get that backwards? Ow. 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 It's like it wasn't backwards in Donkey Kong. It wasn't backwards in Banjo-Kazooie. Ow. Why is it backwards here? I can't wrap my head around it. So anyway, now we're in Torian, I guess. Except there's mines instead of Metroids. They didn't want to get sued, so they just chose another M word. Thankfully, they chose one that's not offensive. Is there even an offensive M word? I don't even know. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm gonna open the door. Or make the acid
Hopefully
rise?
that opened the door on the outside. But whatever it's done, I think it's one of those let's leg it moments.
Ah, scary acid! Ah! It's scary. I didn't even realize this was a slope. That's kind of funny. And that's why this is designed like that. Okay. Yeah, I know it's really mean and negative to say, but I really, because of how this game controls, I really feel like this was not designed by the same people. The same group within Rare who made Banjo-Kazooie. Because it just does not, like the control, like the overall game feel, just is not the same. You know, never mind my complaints with level design and quality of life and the general idea of the game. Well, gameplay-wise, anyway. And you know, there is that story of like, you know, Banjo-Kazooie came out, and they decided like, oh well, we can't have two colorful platformers on the Nintendo 64. We should make Conker different. We should make it more mature. So you know, that makes me think like Team B was working on Conker's Bad Fur Day, and then Team A made Banjo-Kazooie, and then Team B's like, oh, well, we can't do that. We gotta make ours different. Like, I'm trying not to complain too much, but seriously, like, everything in this game just controls bad. It is not pleasant to do anything. Get this freaking tower down. I know that's what you're supposed to do. Like, didn't I shoot the leg out? And it's wobbling. It'll fall over. Fall, make the bridge fall. Do something. Hello? Have to get out. Do I have to get out of the tank? I don't even know if I can make that jump because, again, Conker just doesn't have moves. Whatever. So now I feel like I'm just making everyone mad. It's like, why am I even still doing this? Now is the point where I'm questioning why am I still playing. Why are you firing? You weren't firing before. Okay, so that's not the solution to the bridge. So now what? Chocolate? Okay, shoot the leg out. Now it's wobbly. Maybe I have to wait for the search tower to not be looking at me. Okay. Okay, like I said, I don't get why the anvil move is not just a regular part of Conker's moveset. It would feel a lot more like it was made by the part of Rare who made Banjo-Kazooie, if that were the case. Crunch. Still alive over there? Not for long. What are you leaning against a visible wall? What are you, a mime? You're gonna mime me out of my tank? I almost feel like when I put this on YouTube, I should cut out the parts of me just sitting here complaining and ranting and stuff. But also, like, that's part of my first playthrough, so just part of the experience. Maybe I should keep it. It's my thoughts on the game. And I also feel bad about cutting out, like, actually new parts of the game, you know? Like, you know, not leaving out parts of the game just because I was not making good commentary during those parts. Like, I can do that with Banjo-Kazooie, but that's because my thoughts on the game were positive, and I wouldn't be cutting out anything negative. I'd just be cutting out, you know, unentertaining space. And those are also games that people have played, you know, more people have played. So it's like, you know, I should just condense mine to just the most entertaining parts. Which is what I'm gonna do with the first Banjo game. It's just gonna be like Rusty Bucket Bay and like Click Clock Wood and the granny fight, and that's it. Those are the parts you need to see. Because it's like, it's the hardest part. It's the parts everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see people struggle on the hardest parts and see how well they can beat the final boss. This thing really should not be standing on one leg. That's not how towers work. I could believe two, but one leg, no. Now get out of here, man it leg. Oh no, there's guys, what am I gonna do? Oh, get in the tank, Conker. Get in the tank, Conker! You know how mad I would have been if I died there? Mildly mad, that's how mad. What are you doing over there? And then I go down the hole, I guess? Try to... Can the tank go along the hole? Okay, that's telling me no. I don't even think Conker can make it. I don't trust Conker to make it.
Oh. Oh well. In for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose.
Okay, I was gonna say this should be the end of the sequence. No, this is the boss, and then there's like one more part, I think, and then we're done this section. So I might keep going just to finish this. Although it is a Wednesday, and I don't like starting new games on Fridays because then I have the whole weekend to wait.
Mummy, how about my mummy? Mummy. Oh, hello, it's the little squirrel. Hello, help me, please.
Why'd you steal Tiny Kong's overalls?
Oh, it's dangerous round here, little girl. I don't think you want to be here.
Hi, have you come to rescue me?
What is that?
That's the, inverse phase sonar. Very efficient with,
How do you know about that?
school.
I never learned things like that at school. Anyway, what is it?
It fires a missile, I think. A Teddy Funkin U-47 intercontinental ballistic missile.
A missile.
Yes, like that one.
Oh, it's got a face on it.
Don't you worry, little girl. I'll rescue you.
Oh, goody goody.
Yeah, her parents are bound to have some cash.
What makes you think that? Okay, so what am I doing? Pick her up? Oh, sure, now I have the frying pan. When I know I'm about to fight a boss, I don't get the gun anymore. Okay, well, here's a B pad. Here's me in the C pad. Actually, is it sea or is it ocean? Because I know the terms are different. It's like one of them means a big body of water that touches land, and then the other is a body of water that does not touch land. Which it is, I find it interesting that there's... Oh, I guess I gotta come over here and shoot this up. The B-pad. It's only active when the submarine is around the base. I think it's interesting that there, not only is there a distinction between ocean and sea by definition, but that we even bother to name them and have that, you know, have a reason for there to be a distinction. Ow. Okay, that's cool. Fine. Whatever. You know, like there's 7 seas, and isn't it crazy that we decided to name 7 different seas when whether it's ocean or sea, that's the one that's not connected. I think it's sea. The sea is the one that doesn't touch land, which makes me think, why are they 7 seas, and why not just 1 sea? Wait, do I have to check the decay again? Okay. Now where's that submarine at? Where's that dang submarine? No, stop sliding, Conker. Like, no, not down the ladder! That's what I mean when Conker just doesn't control this, because he's sliding. Like, why? Banjo-Kazooie weren't slidey. Oh, I can't even aim down. There. Oh, there. Did that hit? I don't think it hit. Oh, okay. Man, it's just like the first mission of Peanut Park in Super Mario Sunshine. Except not at all. Like, really, not even, like, barely any connection. Where's the next one? There is a next one. I heard another missile. You know, I just realized there's only one design decision in this game that I think is good, and it's the chocolate. It's that when you're full on health, you can't eat chocolate. You can't use up a healing item unless you actually need it. It's like the only thing in this where I can go like, yeah, that's good design. Which again, that's really negative to say and mean. And I don't want to. Like, I gotta give my honest thoughts, and my honest thoughts aren't positive. And you know, I think that's fine. Like, you're not supposed to make Let's Plays of games that you don't like. But, you know, for one thing, this is my blind experience. Well, sort of. It's me playing through it myself for the first time. Like, I know what happens, so I can't really say blind. Ouch. But this is my genuine reactions of playing the game for myself for the first time. So, like, the only thing I can do is be honest. And also, like, I can almost say there is too much positivity in Let's Plays. Like, I don't know if it's right to say, like, oh, well, maybe, you know, maybe we could have a negative Let's Play every now and then. You know, not every Let's Play needs to be someone playing their favorite game of all time and gushing about it for every moment of gameplay. How many of these things do I even have to blow up? I feel like I keep blowing up the same one. Ow. Not a second one, come on! I need some chocolate. But I don't know. I feel like if you're allowed to do Let's Plays, if you playing a game for the first time, and you know you can be honest about the experience you're having, and say that you didn't like it by the end, because blind Let's Plays are kind of, you know, not just about you reacting to things for the first time of seeing them, but also like giving your honest thoughts as you do it. It's more or less a review. And you know, that was a problem I had when I tried to do reviews for myself. It's like, I feel like all of my reviews are just, I'm giving every game a 4. You know, 4 out of 5. It's just like, you know, what's the point if I end up liking every game I review? Which is why, you know, I kind of want to get back into doing reviews, but I would do like what Arlo did, where, you know, just get rid of scores, because, you know, people put too much value in the score anyway. It's like when I did a review of Journey, it's like people got mad because I gave it a 1. It's like, yeah, because I don't think that game is that good. And then, you know, it's like, well, but 1s are supposed to be for broken games, you know, bad games. It's like, yep, well, it's my score system. I can use the 1 however I want. Okay, they kicked me out of rocket mode, so now I know I'm done. So I guess that's why I feel like I blew up the same submarine like 5 times. It's because I was supposed to be standing in that one spot and blowing up submarines until it's like, okay, you're done. Nope, I'm gonna take cover. All right, get to the pad. To the camera. At least I can blow the missiles up, I will say that. It's nice that I can blow up the missiles with my missile launcher, instead of having to get to the pad and fire a rocket and hope I can get away before a missile lands on my face. Okay. Ah! I realized my reload time was not gonna save me. Not gonna allow me to save myself. Ow. Even though I could look up and see the missile coming right for me. Maybe I can get 2 for 1. 2 for 1. See, the missile doesn't blow up if it hits water. Get up. Come on, get down with the sickness. Because madness does have pulled over me. Where's it coming from? Oh, okay. I guess it's time to get some chocolate. Ow, I hit my hand on my desk. Reaching up to scratch my face. Because I don't need my other hand to walk around. Oh yeah, I'll even drink some water while I'm at it. Water. You know, I think on one playthrough I did of Jak and Daxter, the first one, I think I would get mad at that game's checkpointing. You know, the spacing between their checkpoints. But then, like, on the playthrough I did after that, I realized, like, oh wait, it's actually not that bad. It's the checkpoints are as far apart as they are, basically as a means of keeping the game challenging, despite not having lives. I don't think that game has a live system, for sure, which is good. Although I do respect a game that could, make its lives feel like they mean something, you know, where you're not dying so often that you're game overing all the time. but, you know, the life actually has, ow, purpose mechanically. You know, it's not just something that's meant to scare you, like, oh, if you die too many times, you lose. If I can get up this freaking ladder. It's like the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, I feel like did a good job of making its lives have value. Because, you know, it had only a certain number of checkpoints in each level. And, you know, dying was still annoying to be sent back to a checkpoint because they were spaced out wide enough. But then also, if you ran out of lives, game over, now you have to start the level again from the beginning. But it wasn't really a bad thing to have to start level over from the beginning, because the game is, you know, not too hard where it doesn't feel like you can't just get by things on your own skill. Like, once you get past an obstacle, you know, you basically have developed the skill to be able to get past it, so you can get past it again more easily the next time. I'm totally gonna get hit. Nope. I was pressing the wrong trigger because I forgot it's inverted! Okay, stop screaming about that. Literally screaming. Ow. Ow. And, you know, the lives were also there to make the... Ow. You know, it gave the Wumpas value. So, you know, gave you a reason to go out of your way to hit a box. So you get Wumpas, which you get enough, you get alive, and there you go. You need lives. Especially for when things get hard. And the same thing with Donkey Kong, like Donkey Kong Country. Like, you should pick up bananas, because you'll get lives. And you should get lives, because things get tricky. You don't want to have to go back to... You know, you don't want to have to go back to your last save when you die. Which could mean replaying multiple levels, but again, it's like... It's only just challenging enough, you know, to kill you and make you game over. But not so tough that you couldn't get past a level if you know, if you've gotten through it before. Like, if you've gotten through it before, you can do it again. This part is really annoying and overly time-consuming. Which, honestly, I feel like that's Rare's... One of Rare's weaknesses is... They like to make quote-unquote challenging parts really just long and tedious. It's not really difficult, it's just arduous. Because it just takes so long, and if you die, you have to start from the beginning. You know, whether or not you have lives. I really do feel that was their weakness when it came to their 3D games.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah, that was a blast.
Especially the bosses in Donkey Kong 64. I very strongly feel that they go on for too long. Way too long. But alright. Submarine's done. Hoagie's also done. Is there like a third word for that style of sandwich? Pretty sure there is. Gyro, I think, or gyro.
Come on, let's try and get you out of here.
Maybe that's a different thing, I think. I feel like that's on like a tortilla, or,
What the? Oh, you guys.
you know, flatbread, that kind of thing. See, I knew that tank could make it down here. Oh no, it's in slow motion! Oh no, it's worse than I thought. It's Mimi from Super Paper Mario!
What? I don't have a daughter.
Is that a reference to, what was that movie called? The Exorcist? You know, the one with that scene where the girl's head spins all the way around. That's probably what they're going for. Because again, this whole half of the game is just a bunch of references. Man, remember when there was that furnace, and I had to get drunk and pee on imps to kill them? Where is that game? Where's the rest of that? I feel like this game does become kind of different past a certain, past the point where it starts becoming all references. It's like they just didn't know, they ran out of creativity. Oh, they say that like this boss doesn't have an interesting design. It's an interesting design, but they could just stop making references, please.
I'm taking over. Now then, lesson 1, ballistics. This is my minigun. It fires 8,000 rounds per second, brass-cased 8mm with tungsten alloy heads and high explosive charge. Very, very messy.
Okay, but why is it called a minigun when it's a really big gun? I love the lack of invincibility finals. Woo. I better not have to kill those submarines again.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, good. I better not have to go through those submarines again. I'm just gonna turn this game off if that is the case. Get over here, tank. Why am I facing over here? Why is he using a key on the ladder?
Now then, lesson 1, ballistics.
Okay, now get the tank into cups. See, I think this, now it's RC controls. And I'm dead again. Where is it? What is it doing? Camera, are you okay? Is the game giving up too? There.
Now then, lesson 1,
Gotcha.
No, let's keep my cool.
Why bother? Your cover's already been blown. No pun intended. Just shooting him in the back with an explosive.
Now this is very special. High energy inverted magneto laser with a 6-pronged attack.
In other words, easier to escape from than the miniguns. But why are they called miniguns? They're really big. I'm sure there was a story behind that I've probably heard before, and I do not remember. Because history is my weakest subject. Because history is just a bunch of memorizing things. It's like I'm happy to sit there listening to a lecture, but then having to remember everything and then write it down, regurgitate it. I can't do it.
Keep calm.
Have another. And another. They're free. I'm just giving them away.
I think you're already familiar with these. Mark IIs this time, however. Fair guided. With multiple warheads, of course. Don't fancy your chances very much.
Isn't the...
The squirrel?
No, never mind. I was gonna say, isn't the warhead the part that triggers the explosion? No, it's the part that is the explosion. Pretty sure. Okay, wait, nope, turn, good, and, yep, okay, yep, nope, wait, nope, get out of there. Nope, okay, fine, die, start over. There's that glass of milk again! Freaking losing my mind over here, jeez. Well, no, I'm calm in the head. It's just my commentary is just off the rails. Man, you ever get that feeling on the side of your mouth where it feels like it's wet, but you keep wiping your mouth and it's like it just still feels wet? That's my mouth right now. I'm gonna use the same strategy here that I used before. Just waiting for them to stop and then come out from cover. Already ready to shoot. Already ready to burp. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, fine. Oh, just the first part. Why are you looking over there? You know, there's a Skylander who can summon a tank, and that's really cool. It's one of the ones that I think is really neat. It's one of those powers that I think really makes the character exciting, because otherwise they kind of are just like, you can smack things with your wrench, or you can throw some mines, or you can smack the mines with your wrench, and then the mines go flying, and it's like a projectile attack. Because you get the ability... Actually, it's a series of upgrades. Because it starts off where you can build turrets. And then... you get an upgrade that lets you get in the turret. And then there's like an upgrade after that. That's... when you get in the turret, it becomes a tank. And it's not one of my favorite Skylanders, but it is a good example of how cool the powers can be. Stop juggling me with missiles. That's not how missiles work. Nope. Okay. Nope. Back up. Back up. Back up. Okay. I think one of my favorite Skylanders, also another good example of how cool they can be, is actually the one where the designers also realize, like, oh, hey, wait, we can be doing stuff like this. And that's Pop Fizz. He's a magic element Skylander whose thing is all about throwing potions. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! And they have the option to change the colors of what potion is being thrown, and then the potion, you know, will have different effects depending on what color it is. And then you get an upgrade. I think it's an upgrade, or maybe it's a default ability that lets you drink a potion to become, like, you know, the monster, basically. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, but I don't know if Mr. Hyde actually was that much of a monster. That's just kind of how people always, you know, twist that. I would certainly like to see what the original, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was like. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically what it's like. Except, okay, can I get into first person, please? And shoot the freaking tow missiles off? Okay. Yeah, so you drink a potion and you become a monster. So basically, it's a 3-button system. One of them is throw a potion, one of them is change color, and then one of them is drink potion. But then you get an upgrade that's like one of the really last upgrades. Oh, that's the... I didn't know there was a zoom button! I didn't know I had chocolate! Get out of there! One of the final upgrades lets you drink the potion, and depending on what color it is, gives you different abilities in your Mr. Hyde form. Which I think is just really neat. And kind of a similar idea, but I don't remember if it was the same wave as Pop Fizz. I think Pop Fizz was wave 3, but it was in wave 2, which is where they did the Giants. Which honestly, I think Giants is one of the best mechanics that they've ever had, because, you know, people look at Toys to Life and like, oh, you just gotta buy 1,000,000 figures to be able to play a game that you pay $60 for. And that's not necessarily the case. You can beat any Skylanders game without buying more Skylanders than what comes with the start kit. You basically just need one. Like, any one. But they do have, like, sections that are sectioned off based on the element of a character. And then when they introduced Giants, that didn't change. So you basically just needed one Giant to be able to do the new stuff. And if you had one character of every element from the last game, you didn't have to buy anything more, because the game came with a Giant. So there you go, you had your one Giant. So now you can do you can utilize the new mechanics. And in future games, they also made it where Giants can break certain walls that you would otherwise need to use bombs to blow up. So they also kind of give you a little shortcut. It's like, you know, it's kind of like a little bonus for having played Giants. An indirect bonus. Did I seriously just kill this boss while rambling about Skylanders? I didn't even get to talk about the Giant I wanted to talk about because I was trailing off about how cool the Giants concept was.
My little baby. Yes, my little baby.
So what's going on now? Babies? Babies. Those aren't babies.
Oh, the tank's gone. Well, it served as well. Roden? Roden? Oh no. He didn't make it. He was a great guy. A superb soldier. A military tactician. And yes, he was mortal. Like the rest of us.
Who are you talking to?
At least we showed that bitch who's boss.
Mr. Squirrel. Guess what? The show's
Chicken bite.
not over till the little girl sings. Ooh, what's this? A little red button. I think I'll press it. Ooh, and what's that? Lovely countdown. I wonder what's going to happen now.
Probably game over if that hits 0.
self-destruct. Oh,
Nice at the timer to not start ticking down in this cutscene. Even though she already hit the button to activate it. Okay, there we go. Where am I going? Down the hole? Oh, there we go. Didn't mean to, but okay. This is the right way. Ouch. Good job! There's a glass of milk again! There's a glass of milk. Yeah, it's zoom. Stupid fancy camera trick, whatever you call that with the circle. Ouch. Ouch. Ow. Okay, I'm dead. I'm trying to remember. There was something I wanted to say during the cutscene. I was like, oh, I don't want to talk over the cutscene. Just for that. Can I crawl under these? Good. Ouch. Just trying to recap what just happened in my head so I can remember what I wanted to say. Ouch. Oh, I remember now. It's not a Metroid game without an escape sequence. Oh wait, this isn't Metroid. I think that's like a fun trivia question to ask someone who's like a big Metroid fan, just to see how much they pay attention. Is like, which Metroid games don't have an escape sequence at the end? Because like most of them do, but not all of them. Ouch. Okay, I'm dead again. Okay. Where's the milk again? Yeah, one of the Skylanders that got me into the game to begin with was one of the giants. Magic element giant, Mingini. And the reason for that being that her moveset I thought was pretty neat. That okay, so she's got you know, her primary attack is attack with swords was, you know, pretty standard fare for a primary attack. And then the secondary attack is to get stabbed in the gut and not realize that you have guns still. Secondary attack is to throw a magic orb. So now you got a melee and a... Yeah, I didn't think so. Melee and projectile. That's pretty good. And then the third option lets you go into her bottle. And then there are upgrades. I forget what exactly the point is supposed to be. Ow. Before you get these upgrades, but then later you get upgrades that let you perform attacks while in the bottle. So you get to fire off bottle rockets from the bottle. Isn't this where they were? And then there's like a mist attack. Ow, 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 dead again. See, this is where it would be handy to have a 10 up, so I can stop seeing the freaking glass of milk. And I just thought it was neat that, you know, it goes from having 3 abilities to basically having 5. Not dissimilar to Pop Fizz. And it is a bit of a coincidence, I think. Stop comboing me, lasers! I think it's a pretty funny coincidence that it was Swap Force where I started to actually get into the games. And if you saw Scott the Waz's video on, I think it was Toys to Life, he said that's where the games really start to become something. It was Swap Force. And then his personal favorite was Trap Team, but for me, I found that was where it went downhill a little bit. Not because it was a bad game, but because there were some little changes that felt like they were going backwards from Swap Force. How many times have I died to that? Like 5 times. But, you know, I can definitely see Scott's argument for how that was the best mechanic they had. Was the trapping the villains in the crystals. Yeah, I can't say I thought it was that exciting, because I didn't look at it from the same angle he did of, like, you know, the immersive element of, you know, the crystal is right there, you know, you plug it into the portal where you put your Skylanders, and it, like, lights up, and as the villain talks, it, like, flashes, and the sound actually comes through the portal. So it's like the crystal actually does have, like, a little entity inside of it talking to you as you play. Like, I can understand how he found that cool. That is pretty cool. But for me, it was just like, yeah, villains are kind of just like Skylanders, but you don't really get to upgrade them. Like, you can go on side quests that get you, like, they do... Like, you don't get to upgrade them like Skylanders. They get, like, one upgrade. Which is, you have to complete their side quest for it. And then... Like, what's the way to phrase it? Like, their appearance, which, like, their appearance would change with, like, a palette swap. And their abilities would get stronger. Excuse me. Jeez. I'm trying to escape here. Burp. I'm just gonna say esophagus. I don't know where burps come from. Probably somewhere around there. If it hits 11 o'clock and we're not finished this section, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna go play Slice and Dice, man. I'm not slicing myself on these explosion lasers. Which aren't actually slicing me, they're exploding me. Ow! Camera! 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 Jeez. Honestly, I think watching Scott's video on Toys to Life is why I'm so surprised that I'm enjoying Spyro's Adventure as much as I am, because he did make it sound like the games are really basic, and in terms of what comes after, yeah, you can say that, but it's still the same core Skylanders gameplay, so I'm still finding myself, I guess I can't say engaged. Ow. Ugh. Because that would imply that I'm like playing the game every moment I have, and no, I tend to just do like 1 or 2 levels, and then I'm like, yeah, we'll play something else for now. But that's kind of normal. That's me playing any game that's like, you know, you get into a level and you play for like 10-20 minutes. Oh, come on. There's that glass of milk again. But I still say my favorite Skylanders was Superchargers. Because that... I like that vehicle mechanic. I like using the vehicles in the game, because it does feel distinct from using a Skylander. I like the racing that they added. Man, it is so unfair that those lasers combo you like that. That's stupid. It's smelly, just like that turret. And I like that you could get parts for your vehicle, so you could, like, not really customize it, because it was only, like, 2 parts you could switch at, 2 sections of the vehicle you could switch out of, like, you know, between 4 different pieces. But it's still cool being able to do that at all. I swear to all that is holy, this freaking stupid... that one specific section! So anyway, Skylanders. But I also like the mechanic overall because, again, it's one of those ones that it doesn't require you to buy a whole lot for this, you know, even especially for the sake of completion. Because I don't even know what I'm saying there, because it's like, well, okay, why am I saying that? And I didn't say that for Giants. Better get some more toilet paper. Oh, wrong catchphrase. But yeah, because so it was sky vehicle, land vehicle, and sea vehicle. That's all you needed. One of each, so 3 things. Ouch. Other than that, you didn't need any new Skylanders. I'm not. I can't even say I'm tilting right now because I'm not even mad. Like, how do I just keep just fudging up, just covering, just absolutely slathering in the thickest, gooeyest fudge? This whole section, this whole beginning section before the freaking teddy bears. And what I also think, that one specific setup of lasers, I cannot believe it. I think it was great that you only needed one of each vehicle, because you know what's cool about that. So you buy the starter kit for the you know the I don't know what to call it, like the main version, I guess. The version that's you know, an actual Skylanders experience. It gives you a sky vehicle, or no, a ground vehicle. Because if you bought the Wii U version, you'd get Donkey Kong and his vehicle, which is a ground vehicle. And if you bought Xbox or PlayStation, you would get Hot Shot or Spitfire. It was like a fire guy, and he had a fire car. And if you bought the racing version, which is you know centered around racing and does not have the on-foot Skylanders portion of the game, it's just racing, you would get an air vehicle, which I think that was only for 3D, like the 3DS version. I know the Wii version is like not Wii U, but Wii version is the same experience. I don't remember if it has the same starter kit. But yeah, if you were like me and you bought the Wii U version and the 3DS version, there you go. Sky and land. Now you just need a sea vehicle. Which I have. I think I actually have all the sea vehicles just out of coincidence, just because I like them all. Resisting the temptation to stare over my shelf and confirm my statement that I have all the sea vehicles, because I have both of the water. I'm doing it anyway. Both of the water, the one dark, and both magic. Which, yeah, that's all 5 of the sea vehicles. Man, I really hope that time limit is not strict. I don't think it is. I think when Tim beat this, he had plenty of time to spare. Not me. It's not gonna be me. Especially if the camera keeps being the coolest camera in the world. Just the absolute... See, I don't know which is worse, being blatantly sarcastic like that, or just being honest, just like, man, this camera sucks! There we go. There, and get the guns out. Okay, now we have this part. Dang it. I thought I had a strategy down there where I could, like, jump from a little bit of a distance away, like a few steps away, and start hovering, and then go through when I make sure I'm at the right height, but no, I lost too much height. It doesn't help that it's the frame rate is kind of low. Like it dips. There's no way I'm gonna get through this whole escape sequence by 11 o'clock. I am gonna need to do another night, which is fine. It just would have been nice to be able to play something else Friday and then start Nuts and Bolts on Monday. I was thinking of doing Borderlands. If I die to that section one more time, I'm done playing for the night. Hey, guess what? Guess what? A glass of milk. There it is again!
Much better. I won't.
It'd be cool, as if I could shoot these to set them off. Like you could in real life. Or like Fallout, you know, that style of game as well also. That's another kind of, that's another place where you would be able to shoot mines to set them off, so you don't set them off with your foot or your face or your furry squirrel tail. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.